Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I decided to do my go-to summer look for this summer 2017. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you guys know exactly what look I am talking about. I've been posting it a lot on my Instagram and also on my Snapchat. I just love the way this makeup look comes out, especially on my tan skin. I was in Florida recently and I did get a little bit of a tan. I think it's actually a little bit more burnt than a tan, but whatever, we'll go with it. So I really liked how it looked. It's really bright and summery and fun, so I decided to film that for you guys today. And I also decided, you guys can tell I have absolutely no makeup on, not even my brows are filled in. Since I haven't filmed in a while, I decided to include my brows in this and give you guys an updated like kind of brow routine, because I have changed it a little bit since my last video where I did include my brows. So let's just get right into it. So I'm just gonna brush through my brows. Sorry they're looking a little bit crazy. I'm actually going to get them done on Friday. So I don't want to pick at them or touch them because I don't want to mess them up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start at the very beginning of my brow. And I'm just going very lightly with the lightest hand ever. You don't want to start putting a heavy hand and getting dark until like the middle, like right here. Then you can start getting a little bit darker. And don't worry if you mess up, because I mess up a lot. You'll just clean it up with some concealer afterwards. And then instead of going straight to the top, I like to fill in the middle. Just makes it easier for me once I go to the top. See the difference already? Yeah. And then I'm going to go to the top very lightly again in the front of the brow, and then start getting a little bit heavier. I decided just including this in this video would be a lot easier than doing a new full-on brow routine. And in the summertime, I really like natural brows, so that's why I don't want it to be too dark or too heavy. I feel like this is just like the perfect amount of coverage. And then once you do the front of the brow with the lightest hand ever, you're just going to make up flicks, up strokes, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. Just so it could look like natural hair, just so it could look like natural hair. For concealer, we'll be using the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. This has been my go-to lately for not only my brows, but also my face. So what I like to do is just put a little bit on my hand, and then I just take off of that. And I'm just using a concealer brush from Ulta. It's not even a brand. It's just simple concealer brush. Dab it, and then you're just going to clean it up. And then with any of the Access concealer that I have on my brow and also on my hand, I'm just going to bring it down to prime my eyes. But I'm not going to bring it down onto the lid because I actually don't really like priming my lid anymore, which is weird since I do have hooded eyes and my eyelids do get oily. For the look that I'm doing, this summer look, I don't like priming the eyelids. I don't feel like I have a need for it. The only reason I like priming like down to the crease is just to give like a base for the really colorful color that you'll see in the crease. So I'm gonna go do the other brow off camera and I will be back in a minute. Okay, so another step I definitely didn't want to forget to show you guys after the brows is I'm going to pretty much set them in place, kind of. I'm just going to make sure none of the hairs move, and I'm going to be using the Essence Lash and Brow Gel. I absolutely love this. I really think it's a dupe for any other brow gel, especially the Anastasia one. This one was, I believe, $2 at Harmon's, but I'm pretty sure they sell them anywhere where Essence is sold. And I really love this one. This one pretty much does the job really well. I really think it is a dupe for any of the other ones I used to use. I used to use a clear mascara from Maybelline or L'Oreal, I forget which one. And I also used to use the Anastasia one, but I really feel like this is a dupe. It pretty much keeps my hairs in place all day. I don't have to worry about them, and it helps set the brow wiz also. Like, it does not move. Okay, next we will be moving on to the eyes, and for this look I am going to be using only the modern, ooh, I almost dropped it, only the Modern Renaissance palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I know I'm late, this has been out for a while now, but I just got it for my graduation, either my graduation or my birthday last month. So I really wanted to dig in and use this. So this has been my go-to palette so far this summer. I know it's only July, but I've been loving this palette. So we're going to start by combining these two colors together, raw sienna and a burnt orange. And I'm actually going to be using the brush that it came with, the dual-ended double-sided brush. I will be using both sides. When I went to Florida, this is pretty much the only brush I brought with me. This was the only palette and this was the only brush. It really worked out. I just did this makeup look the whole week I was there, and I really liked how it came out. This brush is really good. It blends out really, really well. So we're going to take this end of the brush and we're going to dip it into raw sienna and burnt orange a few times, tap it out to get off all the excess. And then you're just going to blend that into the crease. Since I do have hooded eyes, if you guys watch some of my previous videos, I will be bringing it up a little bit more just to make the color more visible. But I will be intensifying it in my crease. And this is pretty much just the crease and transition color. You could drag it out a little bit. I like how it looks like when you drag it out just a little bit. It makes hooded eyes and smaller eyes appear a little bit larger. I'm not going to do it by much. And you're going to want to bring that color a little bit onto the lid just to make it a good transition color for the lid color also. Now we're just going to do the same thing to the other eye. So once you have that down, you're just going to go in with burnt orange with that same side, the fluffy side, and you're just going to buff that into wherever you place the transition colors. You want to, since it is a darker color, you want to start out with as little as possible on the brush and just build your way up. So I'm starting in the outer corner V of my eye, and I'm just bringing that up. And now I'm going to start packing it into the crease. And you could pretty much get really messy with this because I'm honestly going to put that same exact color on the lid too. So now what you're going to do is you're going to take Relagar, I don't know how to pronounce that, but the same thing you just put in the outer V and in the crease, you're going to want to take that and you're going to want to take it on the other side, on this sided it's a little bit more dense. You're going to want to take this side, dip it into that color, and then you're going to place it right on the lid. And then you're going to take the other side again, the fluffy side, and you're just going to buff it out. So it's no harsh lines. And you're going to want to do the same exact thing to the other eye. And there you go. Those are the eyes. I really like it. I feel like it's really simple, really easy, but it's also very pretty and very summery. It's like a peachy brown burgundy kind of look. I don't know. I just really liked it for the summer. I got a lot of compliments on it saying that it's very summery, very pretty. So yeah, it's pretty much like a smoky eye, you can say, I guess. But those are the eyes. So now I'm just going to take the Benefit They're Real mascara. I'm actually running out of this. And I'm going to prep my eyelashes for falsies. Honestly, since it is supposed to be like a very natural, very pretty summer look, if you wanted to just leave it like this and not add false lashes, that's completely fine. But the look that I've been doing, I have been adding false lashes, so that's what I'm just going to do right now. I actually have the lashes in this little case right here. I'll be using the First lashes. I actually can't remember the names of them. I'm pretty sure these are the Opulent lashes. I forget the brand, but I will list everything down below in the description box. So if you want to know which lashes these are, just check down below. Okay, so this is how it looks with the lashes on. I really like these lashes. They look very natural and very wispy, and they just bring a nice touch. So now we're going to start with the face. So to start off, I'm going to be using my Dior Glow Maximizer Light Boosting Primer. This is pretty much just going to give me a really pretty glow underneath my foundation. I'm just going to put it on a foundation brush because I feel like it's prettier when you use a brush instead of your hands. It just goes on a lot nicer. I'm just going to put it in the areas where I would really like a glow, like my cheeks, the high points of my cheeks. My forehead. I'm very dry skinned, so this glow really helps a lot. Make my skin look really healthy. And also a little bit on my chin. So that's all the places I'm going to put it. Pretty much just the highlighting points. Look how healthy it makes my skin look already. Like honestly, if you wanted to just go out like this, you could, because look how pretty. Okay, so for foundation, I'm trying to decide what I want to go with. I'm trying to decide if I want to go with my typical go-to favorite, the Makeup Forever HD foundation stick, or if I want to do the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation. Okay, so this is my dilemma. If I go with this one, my face is going to look lighter than my body because I only have one color in this, and it's the light color that I'm usually wearing in the winter time. So yeah, if I go with these two, I really can't wear this all day. Let me tell you why. I was going to do a first impressions review on these, but while I was in Florida, I used them, so it kind of defeats the purpose of a first impression. I got the colors Bronze Beige and Amber Beige, and I'm just going to tell you right now what I thought of these. They are really nice. They cover really well. They blend out really well. I really liked how they looked on my skin. I have dry skin, and these did not cling on to my dry patches whatsoever. It looked very natural, very nice. It has more of a satin matte finish. It's not very high, like it's not very glowy. Hence why I put the glow on beforehand. But it is more of a satin matte finish. What I do have to say about these is that I probably will not be using these anymore in the summertime. The reason I say that is because I did set these. Well, the first time I used them, I didn't set them, and when I was sweating, it just looked horrible. Like, it was so bad. But then I wore them again like a few days later, and I set them, and it wasn't as bad, but it still was breaking up around my nose area, which is where I tend to like rub my nose a little bit when I'm sweating. Like, I rub my nose was a little bit runny. It was breaking up a lot around my nose area, and I never have that problem with this one. Like, my nose does run a lot, and I do like constantly like go like this on my nose, and I've never had a problem with breakage or like any foundation rubbing off with this. With these two, it rubbed off a lot. I wore these two when I went to Miami. I set my whole face. I was wearing a fake nose ring too, so I set my nose even more because I knew that I'd be playing with the nose ring, and I knew that I would be wiping my nose a lot. So I set my nose even more, and this still was coming off. Like, by the time I got home back to my house, it was like a mess. Like, my foundation, my makeup looked horrible. I was like, holy moly, I was out like this. Like, I looked like this. So I don't know if I would wear these again in the summertime, just for the fact that I don't think they're like sweat proof. I may just use them again right now for the video so you guys can see what it looks like on me, since I do have dry skin. I saw a lot of people doing reviews on these and tutorials, but they more were normal to oily skin, so I thought hey, maybe if I use them, people who have dry skin can see if they want to purchase these, if they're good for them. I will say that I think they are good for dry skin. Even though they are like a satin matte finish, I think they are really good. They did not cling to my dry patches. The only thing is with the sweating and the coming off around my nose. That is the only problem I had with these, but maybe I will try it again now. Since I was in Florida, it was a lot more humid. It was a lot hotter there than it is here in Jersey. So maybe I will try them again now and do like a wear test. Yeah, I think this should be a good match for me. I'm actually going to apply it with this brush too. Yeah, that's a good color. It's a good match. Don't forget to bring it down your neck. Even though this does match my neck really well, I still need to bring it down. And the thing about this foundation is you don't need to put a lot on. So I have it on. So now I'm just going to blend it out with my beauty blender. Maybe that's another thing. I can't remember, but I think in Florida I might have used a brush to blend it out. So maybe you have to use a beauty blender. But look how nice it's blending out my skin. Like, it's not clinging to any dry patches at all. I think it looks really good, and I think it blended, like, matched my skin really well too. So this is what it looks like. I really like it. Like, I really like how it looks right now. Let me say that. Right now, I really like how it looks. But didn't last like this in Florida, so we will see how it lasts here in Jersey. And you can see it has that satin matte finish. Well, you can't really tell because I did put that glow primer on, but it is a satin matte finish. So I am gonna set it because I'm not trying to have it happen again. So I'm gonna set it with my RCMA translucent loose setting powder. Okay, so I'm also gonna put some lip balm on right now. It's just some Aquaphor, just to moisturize my lips for the lipstick later. I like to do that after foundation because your lips always get dry after foundation because you put some foundation on it. Okay, so now that my face is set, I'm going to go back in with the Tarte Shape Tape concealer and just put that where I want to highlight my face. And then I'm just gonna blend it out. Look how light this is compared to the foundation. I didn't realize how tan I got. I'm just gonna bring some of that concealer down my nose since I put a lot on my forehead. All the excess is just gonna go on my nose. This is so light. I think I need to take a trip to Ulta. Man, I didn't realize how light this was. Anyways, I'm still gonna keep going though. My nose looks non-existent in the camera. That's how light this is. I like doing one eye at a time because this stuff dries really quickly. And then I like taking a little like brush and just getting in there where my beauty blender doesn't reach. I already set the other eye. My camera got too hot and it turned off, but I did set the other eye with the same translucent powder as that I set my face with. Okay, to even out this color a little bit, I'm going to be bronzing my face with the Benefit Hoola bronzer. And I'm going to be using this big fluffy blending bronzing Morphe brush. It's the M106. It looks just like that. And I'm just pretty much going to bronze up my face a little bit since it is looking a little bit lighter now because of the concealer. I already hit pan. I really need. I think tomorrow's just going to be an Ulta Sephora day where I go get a whole bunch of stuff that I need that I'm running out of. Because as I finished my brows, I ran out of the Brow Wiz too. So I'm just going to bronze up the whole face pretty much. Just to bring some color back. I'm not really contouring. I'm more bronzing. I don't really contour in the summertime. Unless I'm going like out. Like for a special occasion. If not, I just do some bronzing of the face. You can already see a huge difference from this side of my face to this side of my face, like just from bronzing. Like, it's crazy. I'm gonna do my nose a little bit. I'm just gonna take an eyeshadow brush. This is a Sigma Small Tapered Blending E45 brush. Just gonna dip it in there, and I'm not even gonna like do anything precise or crazy. Just gonna try to darken up my nose a little bit because I feel like it's too light from all that concealer. And I'm just blending it with the Beauty Blender so it's not too like harsh. Just gonna run the Beauty Blender a little bit over the bronze just so it doesn't look so harsh. It's time to highlight. I'm gonna be using the Smashbox Holmes Pearl palette, and I'm going to be mixing all 3 shades. This is what it looks like. Don't mind me, it's really dirty because this is all I've been using this summer. Like, I absolutely love it. And I'm just gonna go in with my Morphe R31 brush. Looks like that. And like I said, I'm just gonna dip it a little bit in all 3 colors, tap it off, and put it right on the high points of my cheeks. Can you guys see that? Holy moly. Holy moly. This has been my go-to all summer so far. I absolutely love it. Put a little bit on the high points. I love this highlighter. And you want to put a little bit like right here so that you can see it from the front too if you're taking pictures. Put a little bit in the front of the eyebrows, tip of the nose. I know some people like doing a ball at the tip of the nose, but I pretty much just rub it back and forth, and then I take a small pencil brush, dip in all the colors, and then I do like that line here. Okay, so now what you're gonna do is you're gonna go back into your Modern Renaissance palette, and you're gonna take that dark color again that we used in the crease, and you're gonna take this side of the brush, you're gonna dip it in there, tap it out, and then you're gonna run it right under your eye. Now you're gonna go back and take that pencil brush again, and I'm gonna dip into the color Vermeer. It's the shimmery color, Vermeer. You're gonna dip into that, and you're just gonna use that as the brow bone highlight. And you're also gonna put it in the corners of your eyes. I just feel like the little things that you do like at the end make the look like so complete. So now before I do my lips, I'm going to set my face with the Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. Now we move on to the lips. The reason I like setting my face first before doing my lips is because it gives my lips a little bit more moisture. I'm going to go in with the NYX Retractable Lip Liner in the color Natural. And I'm just going to line my lips with that first. Oops. I'm just going to use the NYX Butter Gloss in Madeline, and I'm going to fill that in with this. I really like the glossy look in the summertime. I rarely do a matte lip unless I'm going out. Okay guys, so that was it. That was my go-to summer makeup look for this summer. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's very glowy, very smoky, very sultry, bright, summery. I just really love this makeup look, and I wanted to share it with you guys. So if you guys decide you want to recreate it, please don't forget to tag me so I can check it out and like your post. So if you guys like this makeup look, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more videos. I'm actually about to go film another video right now as soon as I finish this one up. So I'm excited about that. There will be 2 new videos up very soon, including this one. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, please don't forget to like and subscribe. I don't even know what I'm doing with my hands. So until my next video, I will see you guys later. Bye!